Here's the deal, when the top-tier hitman took a shot at the president, he purposefully fired into the wall. See, by factoring in the windmill's direction and rotation speed, he could calculate the bullet's deflection. After dialing in the adjustments, he lined up the sights again and let another round fly, this time, dead center. All he had to do was hold his breath, wait for the president to step into view, pull trigger, and boom, game over. The security detail whipped out binoculars pronto, but the hitman kept his sniper rifle up, letting the scope catch the light to make sure they spotted him. Once he knew he was burned, he stuffed the rifle into a suitcase, planted a timed explosive, and strolled out cool as a cucumber. Blowing up the room was the perfect smokescreen to cover his tracks. On the way out, he tripped the alarm to draw every cop in the area, then hopped into a prepped getaway car and split from the hotel. But wait, when a fleet of squad cars rolled up, the hitman smirked and drove right back into the parking garage. See, his real escape ride was stashed there. By switching vehicles, even if the first car got caught on camera, the cops wouldn't trace him. When the SWAT team stormed the room, they walked straight into his bomb trap. The blast obliterated all fingerprints, and his decoy car went up in flames too, wiping out every trace. Dude vanished like a ghost, except he didn't count on the out-of-town checkpoint being tripled in security. Every car got a once-over, and even disguised as a lawyer, he got pulled over. Cops told him to pop the trunk, and sure enough, they found the case. But here's the kicker, after searching, they said, all good, and let him go. Why? The sniper rifle wasn't just tossed in the case, he disassembled it and modified it into the case's parts. The handle? Assembles into a scope. The inner frame? Becomes the rifle's body. The zipper pull? That's the trigger. Even the wheels hold 4 bullets. This setup was so slick, not even a pro could spot the weapon. Back at the precinct, the team went ballistic when they realized the shot was fired from 3,815 meters out, the world record's only 3,540. This hitman's a legit prodigy. Lucky for them, Detective Heymaza equals genius investigator. Scanning the security footage, she clocked a dude in full gear dragging a suitcase 2 minutes and 52 seconds after the shooting. Pausing the feed, she used a nearby car to gauge his height and the suitcase's size, 60 centimeters tall, but a sniper barrel needs at least a meter. So he must have modified the rifle to fit. That narrows it down. Only a few weaponsmiths can build a rifle that's ultra-long range and able disassemblable. Following that lead, they'll track him down. Meanwhile, the hitman's already left the UK, taking public transport to cover his tracks, clueless he's about to get burned. He rolls up to his suburban mansion, stashes the gear, and finally cracks a smile when he sees his wife, who thinks he's just back from a business trip. In his room, he logs onto the dark web to collect the $3.75 million final payment from his client. After waiting forever, the client hits him with 2 cold words. The hitman's hand shakes with rage, no one's ever stiffed him before. He lets out a dark chuckle, practically sentencing the client to death right then and there.
Here's the lowdown. This top-tier hitman about the German president not only takes out with a single shot, but also slips away from a massive police lockdown and heads back to Spain. But when he logs onto the underground hitman dark web, he's pissed. The client refused to cough up the $3.75 million final payment and even dissed him. The hitman's boiling mad, dead set on finding this ungrateful punk and making him pay, big time. He hits up the bank to dig into the prepayment sender's info, but they say the payer's overseas and untraceable. So he's forced to jet back to Germany to hunt down the client. He'd just gotten home for a day, now he's saying goodbye again. His wife sees him off at the airport, all sad. But as soon as he steps out of the car, he flags a cab, yanks off his wedding ring to hide he's married, and heads to his private stash. He flips through fake passports and cash from around the world, grabs the German one, and rolls out. But guess what? As he's catching another cab to the airport, his wife spots him by chance. A bad vibe hits her. She calls his phone, it's off. Now she's thinking, is he cheating? She heads home to vent to her bro, who vows to set things straight. Meanwhile, Matt's touched down in Germany and is driving to the bank when his phone rings. It's a new client who drops $1 million into his account up front to show she's legit. When she says the target is tech mogul Musk, Matt hesitates. Taking out someone that big, gotta up the ante. They try to meet at a restaurant, but Matt leaves a note instead. Standard move to shake tails. He redirects to a park, disguises himself as a bald dude, and sidles up to the woman. After checking no one's tailing them, they hash out the price. She offers $50 million, but Matt shoots back $100 million. He wants to hang up his gloves after this score. Even though his ask is steep, she's backed by a top-tier consortium. Musk is dropping a new software called HITMAN on the 28th. she says. It'll make all billionaires' assets transparent. Often before then. And the $100 mill is yours. Matt's not big on being rushed, but he bites the bullet and takes the gig. She wires $20 million up front.
And we'll need a code name for you.
You need a code name too.
Why not the Jackman?
Why not?
Why not, he shrugs. Now flush with cash, he still needs to settle the score. At the bank, the manager tells him the $3.75 million came from a corporate account. Matt's on his own to dig deeper. Online sleuthing shows the company's a subsidiary of Touring, registered in the Netherlands. Touring's a subsidiary of Du Bois in France, which is part of another UK-registered firm. It's like peeling a Russian nesting doll, but with his global accounts. Matt traces it back to a German domestic company, Optipan. Scouring the company's homepage, he finds annual party pics. After endless scrolling, he spots the jerk who told him to get lost. Game on. Now the real show begins.